Hello everyone, my name is Kunge Kwame Desiree. I'm a developer and welcome to the channel Code with Desiree. Please, before going so far, subscribe to this channel and share this video so that our channel should be referenced at the top on the research bar. Now let us enter into our subject, which speaks about Tostring method, object as parameter, and array of objects. What is Tostring method? A Tostring method in Java is just a method that defines how objects class should be represented, or in other way, it is the root of the class hierarchy in Java. This method is used to obtain a string representation of an object. This simply means that when we are running our project and we are running different classes in our project, when we are representing our objects, when we are representing our different objects in our main class, all different methods which are Tostring method will be run directly, automatically, without being called by the object in the main class. Now, let us directly enter into the subject to talk about it. Now, as we have opened our project, we are going to see how we can do these different parts of this lesson. We are going to start with the first one, which speaks about Tostring method. We are going to create a new class. And to create our class, we come on our project. How to create project you know already, as we did in other previous classes. Here we are going to come on our code with desire. You can have any one, as we said. You come on new. After coming on new, you come on Java class. Here you will create a new one. Here we record method type. This will be our class method type. As we launch our class is well created. Here we can create some parameters, or we can create some properties or attributes. We can say a string name. Let us give it, as we can see, these are global variables that we are creating. Here we will say name Jonathan, string age, we will say 30, string animal, we will say dog, and the last one we can say string, we can say, here we say string, why it is an int, and here we can say string subject, and we give here literature. Now, what we are going to do, before going here, we are going to discuss about some things. First of all, we are going to make an object of this class. That is, we are going to instantiate this class by creating a new object. We will say here we call it method type. Let us directly copy this, place here, let us directly place here and write start. We call our variable start point, and we will give it new method type, and here we are going to put our semicolon. What we are going to do, we are going to see something. If I do this, system.out.println, I put this start point here, and we launch this program. Look what we will observe. We are observing that here we are given the address number in our machine. This simply means that in our machine, directly in our machine, we have the address number of this one. As we said, all classes in Java directly runs the toString method, and the toString method, as we said, it was the method that used to obtain a string representation of an object. Now this one is our object, and our object doesn't have a toString method in him. As we can see here, there is no toString method, but like we say, the toString method, you will typically call it on an object to obtain a string representation. When we are calling this object with directly putting here inside, we are obtaining the address due to the toString method which is responsible for that. If we also put here, look something, if we also put here toString, you will see that we will obtain the same result. It wouldn't change. You see, we will obtain the same result because all objects will run when we are instantiating a class in Java. That object will run the address number. That variable which is instantiated, which means the object we will obtain from that object is address number, because it is the toString which is obtaining the string. It is the toString method which is obtaining the string representation of that object. Now, as we can see here, this one represents our address number. Now, we are going to see how we can use the toString method so that the comprehension should be more easier. Should be more easy, or should be easier if you want. Sorry for that English language. Now, as we are having this, we are going to make use of that by creating a public string, because we said that it returns a string. It returns a string representation. It means that it should be a function that has of type string, which means that we will say public string and we will call the toString method. As we have here our global variables, inside our bracket, it wouldn't take any parameter because we have given here as global variables. Now we will open here, and here we will directly say return. We can say here, we can open quotes and write here Mr. We can say here plus name plus, we will say Mr. Jonathan has plus age plus, and here we will say comma he loves, we will say plus animal and let us put here mathematics and hates, and loves subject. Let us run this program. If you run this program, we are going to observe that as we can see here, we have Mr. Jonathan has 30, he loves dog and loves mathematics. As we can see here, what are we observing? we are observing that we are having the Tostring method. Now, if you are putting this inside our Tostring, we are observing that if you are removing the Tostring method, and run the program again, we are observing that it is the same result that we are having. Why? Because we said that it runs all objects will run automatically the Tostring method. That is what we said. It is the root of the class hierarchy in Java. It means that all our objects will run the Tostring method. Now, this is what is particular about the Tostring method. Let us move to the next one, which is object as parameter. For this, we are going to create two different classes. The first class, we are going to create a class for, let us say a class for class, or a class for school, and another class we are going to create for student. Let us create a class here. Let us say school. And another name, student. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to do object as parameter in two phases. In the first phase, let us come first to our main program. In the first phase, we are going to put this in comment. It doesn't help us again. Or yeah, we should put it in comment. Now, in the first phase, what we are going to do first is that we are not going to create a constructor. We are going to do global variables, and taking those global variables which have an assigned value and giving it to the other class which we obtain it. And another phase, we are going to create, that is, we are going to create our constructor, and our constructor will be given to another class. That is, when we create a constructor, we create the object, an object to that, or we instantiate that object, and we instantiate that class, and the object will obtain the value of those global variables, and we will give it to another class. Let us do the first one, which will consist to give our different variables or our properties. Let us say our attributes, different values. Now, let us come to student. And in student, what we are going to do, we are going to create, let us say two different variables. We will say string name. Let us give him Alice. Another int note. Let us give it 17. Let us leave it like this, or we can put, for fun, we can simply put a C. No, we will leave it like this. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to come in our school class here. We are going to directly create our method, our function, public. But here we have to, yes, we will create our function. We say public string, let us call it obtain, and here inside we will, let us finish first here. We will create an object of student, which means that we are going to say student equals new student. Now we will also create, it is showing an error. What is wrong here? Let me remove. Sorry, it is not here that I was supposed to put. It is somewhere here. What is wrong here? Let us clean this for now. Let us come to our code design. Here we are going to create also another object. We create another object of school. Let us say new school. Now what we are going to do, we are going to use these values. We are going to put an object as a parameter of another object, which means that here we have two objects. We have an object of student and an object of school, but of different type. This of type student and this of type school. What we are going to do here now, we are going to create a function in school. We are going to say, we are going to say public function, let us say found, or public function result, and we are going to pass in our parameter our object, which is of type student. We are coming here, we are going to put student. Now what we are going to do, as it is a function, we are going to return, let us return student has name and notes. Let us say return, let us put this the machine is a bit slow. My name is, let us say student dot, and let us take name and we add I. Let us put a comma. I have student dot, let us put notes. I have 17 average, and close here. Pardon, there's nothing like this. Public string. Okay, now as we have created an object as a parameter, what we are going to do now, we are going to come here, and as school is taking a parameter, as our function is taking a parameter of student, we are going to put into school year, into our object created, we are going to say school dot result, and as you can see here, it is waiting into parameter a variable of type student, which means that I will take this student here and place it here. Now, as it is a function that we have created, it returns a result, which means that we are going to put here system.out.println. Now, let us run this program. As we can see, we have my name is Alice, I have 17 average, which is the result of the object which has been passed as a parameter. As you can see here, we have our parameter which is being passed here. This is our student which is here, which is our object passed into parameter. And in our school, we can observe that it is of type student. The last lesson that we are going to see, it is arrays of object. Now, for arrays of object, before going to arrays of object, we are going to talk about the second phase. The second phase is that we are not going to give values here. We are going to clean this and clean also this. We are going to create a constructor. Let us say public student, and inside we give string name and int note. Here we will say this dot name equals name and this dot note equals note, and we put a semicolon. Now what we are going to do, we are going to instantiate this class. Therefore we come on code with désiré on the principal part, our main part, and here inside we are going to give values. The first one is the name, we are going to say Alice, and the second one is the average, we say 17. If you run this program, we are going to have the same result. As you can see, we have the same result. My name is Alice, I have 17 average. This was all for the second part, which is object as parameter. We are going to see the last part, which is arrays of objects. For arrays of objects, let us put this in comment. For arrays of objects, we are going to do a type so that you should understand arrays of objects. What are we going to do here? What we are going to do, we are going first to create our class name, I don't know, fruits. Let us say our class fruits, and in our class we are going to just have one attribute which we call name, string name. And what we are going to do, we are going to create our object of type array, which means that our object of type fruits will be an array. And there we are going to create a string, an int. We are going to use previous knowledges, which was talking about scanner, if you remember. In scanner, we are going to use the class scanner to determine how many times we want to have our array, and we are going to create others objects of the same type fruit which we are going to put inside our array of fruit. Let us do so that you should understand what I'm talking about. What we are going to do, we are going to come here, create a new class. Here we are going to say fruits. We run and finish. Now here we are going to simply, we will not make things difficult. We will just say string name, full stop. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create a constructor, public fruits, we open, we say string, as you know, string name, and we say this dot name equals name. We will end here. Now we will come to our code with this way, to our main part, and here we will write. Don't forget that we are on the main class where we run our project, and here we will write, we will declare our array of fruits, which is fruits. We open, we say fruit array, our variable, and we say new fruits. Here we just put this, and let us put our scanner equals scanner system dot in. But we didn't put new. Let us clean this and come back with this. Now what we are going to do, we are going to declare an int number that we are going to put first nothing, and now we are going to say print system dot out dot print ln, and here we are going to say please give the number of time you want to obtain a fruit. You want to obtain fruits, and here we are going to put our semicolon. Now we are going to give to our number our scanner dot next int, and we put semicolon. Now here inside we are just simply going to put number. If we determine the number of times our fruits, here we have cells for object of fruits. Now here we are going to create another one, but without arrays. This is the one we will be responsible of having different fruits from this object. We will copy this and paste here. Here we will remove array, we will put here fruit, simply fruit, and here we are going to put like this for now. Have we let me see something. Oh sorry, we will not put it here for now. We simply say for int I equals 0, I less than number and we increment I. Now inside we are going to put our object that we define. We are going to first say string fruits, and we are going to, for now it will be empty. Here we are going to say print. We are going to copy simply this and place it here. Please give your fruit. Here we are going to say fruits equals to scanner dot next. We will not say next line. Why? If we put next line, it wouldn't consider the last one. Let us first put next line so that you should see something. After putting it, we will now say our declaration that we had first. We will copy this, place it here, remove those arrays, remove this and put fruit 1, fruit 1. Let us remove this. Inside we are going to put our fruits, semicolon. Now let us copy this, place it back here, remove all this. We didn't finish. We copy our fruit array, we copy this, place it here, open and give it this value. Now what we will do, we will run this fruit array. It means that we are going to clean this one and put this one here. We will say we can copy here, let us run our array of fruits. Now here we will run simply our fruit array. Let us run this. We are waiting that it is running. Like I said, it's a bit slow. We will cut this undesired part. Now it is telling me that give the number of time you want to obtain fruits. I will say 4. As you can see, like I said, it is giving 2 times y because we said next line. If we put our different fruits, orange, pineapple and banana, you see, first of all, we have committed 2 errors. And don't forget that our errors are intentional. The first one is that we put next line which was not supposed to be next line. Why? Because the first time as it is given, it is asking us to put, please give your fruit. It is going to the next line, which means that the number of times that we are going to put our fruits will be 3 times. And what is happening here is that the first time it is going on the line, and the second thing that we committed as error, we didn't ask the type, we didn't ask what we want what we want to send out. We said directly this. Don't forget that we did first Tostring method. Tostring method is, if we do here dot Tostring method, although we don't have Tostring method here, but all Java program runs Tostring. If you run this, you will see that we will have the same result as what we had. Why? It will give the address number of where this array is storing its value. If we put back, here, let us wait that it should finish. If we put back here, let us see 4. We put here, it will give another address number. That is, it will allocate another address different from what it had first. If we put here again, let us say anything, orange, juice, anything, and yam, or let us say apple. You see, this first one was rendered without our permission. So like you can see, this one was rendered without our permission because we put next line, which is responsible for going to the next line without putting a value. If we do this, if we clean this one, if we clean this and run our program, observe what will happen. If we put 4, sorry, I wrote F4, it's not what was supposed to be written. If we put here 4, look, now it is giving me just one time. It is no more going to the next line because next line will make the first operation directly launched and we pass to the next one. Now if you write here apple, banana, pear, and let us say nothing, let us say gray, let us say juice, what you want. You see, now we have obtained our 4 address. Here it is giving us address as we saw at the beginning when we were talking about Tostring. Yeah, even if I clean this, it will give the same result. The problem is that we didn't add what we want. When I'm saying about what we want, let me see inside our fruit Java. Here we see that we are returning a name. It means that here we are supposed to put dot. You see, it is waiting for our variable dot name, simply that, and we run our program again. The result will be completely different. Now if you run this program, If you run with this program and put 4, the first thing we put pair, pawpaw, tomato, cabbage. You now see that we obtain our 4 different objects in an array. You have seen how to deal with Tostring method. You have seen how to deal with object as parameter, and the last one, which was array of objects. Please don't forget to share this video, subscribe if you didn't yet do it, and enjoy the video. We will see later for the next lesson in this course. Thanks for watching. See you after.